Hello there, listeners. Welcome to a very special episode of Encounter This, where it's not actually an episode, more of just an announcement or an update, or however you want to call it. Something awkward.
Welcome to the Uncharted North Tribune.
Uncharted territory.
This is the Encounter This Gazette.
It could be. Very well could be. So I guess this is going to have a more serious tone, so we might as well just settle into that. Firstly, we want to thank you all so much for coming along on this ride with us. We cannot believe that we've made it 99 episodes. It has been so incredible and such a wonderful experience for both of us, I hope, and just a wild, outlandish ride. But the time has come for a couple of changes.
Yeah, obviously we've switched to video already. That's a pretty big change on our end. And no small amount of effort to James on that end. So thank you very much for that, James. A very little effort on my end, let's be honest. But
he shows up.
Yeah,
that's
sure. Yeah. I follow directions.
That's true.
But yeah, changes are in the works. Obviously, we've already announced that Encounter This is now under the Uncharted North Network, which is pretty big for us, putting all our eggs into a similar basket, as it were. But that doesn't just happen. You know, there's lots of little changes, lots of big changes that have to happen behind the scenes. And then we have some other ones that we really want to put forward that are not so much behind the scenes, but they're going to very much be on the forefront from here on out. Among the least intrusive of these changes would be that with our pivot to video content, and we've already kind of done this. It might be obvious to people. We're now officially going to make it official that we're no longer doing the beer can crack gimmick. We love Strange Fellows still. We still drink them all the time, and they've been really supportive and chill. That never really an actual sponsor, of course, but except for that 1 month when they gave us a couple cans. But yeah, we're moving away from that. It was fun for a long time, but it just hasn't held up for us on our end anymore. I mean, you're still going to see me having a glass, and my chroma key really fucking that up, but
it's not actually soda water.
Yeah. but yeah, we'll we just wanted to make that clear that was actually a conscious thing. We actually had a discussion about it, of these changes, like should we do this, should we change this, and we both agreed, yeah, it's time to move on.
And there was a time where that discussion made it public because I edited an episode really poorly for a hot second.
Amazing.
But I guess the next change that we want to talk about is in light of what we've been seeing come out lately from Wizards of the Coast. At the time of this recording, we've just seen leaks of the Open Gaming License, or OGL, and even though they've claimed to have redacted it, still the rumors of what's coming down the pipe with 1D&D, and we, along with many other creators in the space, don't like what we've been seeing. Over the last few years, it seems like Hasbro, the parent company of Wizards of the Coast, have only increased what Freeman and I believe to be their anti-consumer policies in order to strengthen an iron grasp on both the Dungeons & Dragons IP and the TTRPG space at large. And we believe, I'm saying we a lot here. I'm assuming Freeman's following me along this rabbit hole.
Wait, again, a lot behind the scenes chat on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So we believe that this is not only in direct contrast to the spirit of the game and the space it exists in, but in direct conflict to what we have interpreted to be Gary Gygax's original vision for Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah. And not just Gary Gygax, of course. I mean, him being the original visionary amongst his friends and retinue, but so many people along the way since then, including the original drafter of the OGL, so many creators through all the editions, including all the people that worked at Paizo here and there, when they were still directly linked and related to TSR Inc. and Wizards and all that. And, it's just like, it really flies in the face of all that. And And if anyone's been active on our Discord at all, then they know that we've been having this conversation publicly to a degree already, but not. This is the first time we're really addressing it on the airwaves, and it's a really important thing to address. And I don't want to say we're late to the game, because a lot of people really vocalized their stuff really early on within the first few weeks, at the start of this year, and we didn't bide our time per se, but we really took the time to discuss and understand and really dive into what was happening, because it's stuff that we didn't really fully understand at the time, and because it's not the sort of thing we've dove into before. And coming to find that it's things like this is not the first time they've tried it. They've done it in different varying degrees before, to pull open gaming away and to over monetize, despite the fact that content creators using the open gaming concept are the reason they are so successful. And it is a very, very narrow-minded, short-sighted approach that is, I have a hard time considering it anything but anti-consumer, as James says. And with that, the response from the community and the content creators and what they stood for, the way they were really ready to stand up to it, to back away from it, to do their own thing, and to say you don't own this space, is really impressive and really crazy. And Paizo being one of the top ones. I mean, the effective leading competitor, although still technically small potatoes compared to a Hasbro run company, right? But always had open gaming in mind. They have always made the rules for their whole games free from the ground up, which is, some people find insane. Some people think, how can you possibly run a successful business in that concept? And they do not have this idea of making sure they make every tiny penny they can. They understand that the community is supporting that community and offering what is appropriate to them. The community will reciprocate. And with their announcement of their own creative license, the Open RPG creative license, the ORC, as it's been adopted. There's no way they didn't do that on purpose. It's so good. People are ready for it. They are footing the bill for an open gaming license that will apply to anyone and everyone, however they like, and they will be giving it to a nonprofit company so that they cannot even try or think about trying to attempt what Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast has. And that is a pretty insane step forward, I think, in open gaming. And that is why, we're already playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We love it to death. But that is why it is among the many reasons, and it is a big catalyst as to why we are now pushing Encounter This towards Pathfinder 2nd Edition as a baseline, as a foundation for the game, for the creatures that we cover. So we think it's a beautiful thing, the Open RPG creative license, and we really think that the discussion around Pathfinder 2nd Edition is going to be more interesting because of the balance of the game. It is we've come to realize that it's a superior game in a sense of especially strategic and mechanical talk. It's going to have lots of lore. We know that. We'll probably still dip into D&D stuff because we know it's related and inspired by. But ultimately, it's a superior game. I think it's going to change our last portion of the episodes, where we're gonna be shitting on the stat blocks less.
It's very possible.
We're gonna be less annoyed and more excited because of talking about strategy. I'm a little worried our episode's going to go longer, but but yeah, I think it's this is the direction we're going to go from now on. For now. And we're both very, very excited about it.
Yeah, and that's not to say that D&D won't always have a special place in our hearts, but it is the system that built our network, and we believe that the 2E rules are more well-rounded, and we have more fun playing 2E than we ever did with 5E. I still love running 5E games, and that will never change. You can't take away what we already have. So it will always have that place in my heart. But for the show, we believe it's in our best interest to move to Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Yeah, we to a degree owe a lot to D&D, but not so much that we have to maintain some sort of like grand sense of unreasonable loyalty. It's D&D was a catalyst for many people to engage in role-playing entertainment and games and that hobby. But the smattering of games out there now, the creativity that has been spawned from it, there is so much out there. It is unbelievable. And, just because you have this sort of like gateway drug, as it were, doesn't mean you have to stick to that solely forever. And we have found things that work better for us.
Yeah, maybe not call it a gateway drug when you're telling them to get to some stronger stuff.
That's why I put it in air quotes. I can feel you going, oh, God.
According to Freeman, marijuana leads to heroin.
And that's Pathfinder, baby. Chasing the bronze dragon.
Directly into my veins.
No, we also understand that this could be in and of itself a turnoff to some of our listeners. We don't always have a direct line to all of our listeners. And we hope to see more on our Discord for sure to pick our brains and chat to us about what they think and how we go about things. We really love that feedback and want to hear from you. However, we know that some people still will continue to have their mad love in D&D, rooted in 5e and 1D coming up, and we're in no way going to say we should take that away from you. Like, that's not our desire whatsoever. So maybe some of you will entirely stop listening to the show. Maybe some of you will enjoy the ride for a little bit and decide it's not for you. But regardless of that, we want to thank you up and down for the fact that we're here at 99 episodes, and moving into the triple digits. It's crazy to think that's the case. We're still in it to win it. There's no evidence on our end of slowing down. We're making big changes. It's been a lot of work for us on the back end, and it's going to be even more work going forward to get used to, and some format changes, especially even just with stat blocks. But we're looking for it, and we're not going anywhere. And this will always be free, always free content, and always with the intention of creative discussion. It's not really about being dedicated to a system. It's not really about playing favorites. It's about interesting discussion of story, of lore, of writing, and of strategy. And that's the core concept of this, and that should and I hope never changes.
Yeah. And for those of you who are huge 5e fans, you may not want to tune out just yet. Well, those are the two big bombshells. I mean, the beer bit being lost isn't really a bombshell, I don't think. I think that was a natural evolution. But
someone has quit already over that.
Moving to 2es is huge, but I guess we're going to be taking some time off here. Just to help us get ready for the Switch for second edition, and Freeman's putting together some stuff that I'd love to give him the space to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give too much away, but it's when we do get back to it, expect it to be familiar, But when we come back in, we're going to come back in with an episode 100 that is off the beaten path. We're going to do something really special. Make a big hullabaloo of it, and kind of do something just very different to commemorate what we've done and where we're going all together at once. And we're hoping to have some guests on the show, several, not just the one occasional like we've had in the past. And
he is giving the whole thing away.
Yeah. But how we go about it, what we're going to do with that episode, it remains to be seen. We're looking forward to that, but we are going to take a break. We're not sure how long. It will be as short as possible. And we will be back as soon as we can to effectively celebrate at episode 100 and do a pseudo reset at episode 101. With Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Yeah, so keep an eye on our socials and our Discord, and we'll give you plenty of notice, at least a week, if not as a couple of weeks. As soon as we know we're coming back, you will know we're coming back, because I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna feel a little hollow without encountering this.
It's gonna be weird.
Though we are going to be working on this behind the scenes. We're gonna get a couple of 2E episodes in the can, and episode 100 is going to be a giant-sized extravaganza, and that will be available on both YouTube as a video podcast as well as wherever you currently listen to this. If you're an audio listener.
Yeah. So I mean. Thanks everyone for listening and watching. If you're watching the video version of this, it's been a long ride, and I have to thank James a lot for even get me into this at all. I know I've done it before, but this was his brainchild that spawned a lot of things for both of us, and so big thanks to him on my end, and a big thanks from both of us to anyone listening and watching. Keep sharing the love, and we're just gonna keep doing this because we just fucking love it,
Yeah, it'll never stop blowing my mind that people out there want to listen to us idiots talk about dumb shit.
I mean,
it's just
that's where we differ, right? That's where we differ. Is I think we're hilarious. It doesn't blow my mind at all.
Yeah. It warms my frigid heart every time I think about it. Every time somebody posts in the Discord. But that's it for today, dear listeners. Thank you so much for 99 glorious episodes and hopefully 100 more. And
easy.
It'll
only be another 3.5 years worth.
We'll see you very, very soon.
Thanks, creatures.